the pond. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clipper D. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Zebra!
5-4.
Hey. You gotta get to the 40 got. Check 13. Recon, 132 fighter.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
54's Mike. Check.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Double right.
Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, steamer.
Show it in. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch out.
Check 52.
Alert flare. Safe.
Now Cook.
Watch the safety screen. Check 9.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Two. Hey, Haywood. Gun. What's that? What's that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins.
Get ready.
And Diggs has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 22.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black.
51's the Mike. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Get that ball.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 51.
Gun.
51.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Good hard. 180. Hey, yo. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, can't. Hey, orbit.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you. Shift. Check.
First. Hey, seam 6. Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hot. What do you need?
Mike 51.
Wide.
Cousins again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Calm the crouch. So we got man. 25. Check 25. Check 20.
Hey, yo. Out.
Check Nick.
Hey, flipper.
Pick the edge.
Gun.
Under 10. 10.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Switch.
Ringo.
Check.
John.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here I come.
Tighten up.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Switch. Back. Rhino.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check three. Bang. Black. Bang. Gun. Throws.
Shift. Hey, watch it.
Through. Check. Crunch. Wait, that.
A first down throw for Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Yeah.
Kyle Rudolph. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Bring it. Watch that. Shift. Hey, easy. 50.
Mike, check. 59.
Easy, alert. You ain't got nothing.
Shift. Watch the shift.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
20. Double right. Hey, go here.
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, The defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Man, I got you. Mike's 54. Hey. Mike's 54.
Hey, Zoo.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey. 54. Army.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Lucky 50. 61. Matchbox lights.
Share.
Hey, Steamer. Hey. High 7. Wide.
Kill. Turn up. Sponge. No.
Black.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Spurs. Gun.
Turn it up.
First down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, can.
Kill. Tight dog. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Gun.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
59! 36!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check, 59. I'm coming.
59!
Mike. 59.
Stafford on first down.
Just like that.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Middle. Kill.
Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, flipper. Twist.
Alert 3.
Through. Wide. Gun.
Wide. Get wide. Check 3. Check.
Cousins on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gun. Hey, we're good. Hey, steamer.
Check 24. Shit.
Hey, yellow.
Shit.
Where's the hot?
Cousins eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 51.
Gun.
51. All day, dog.
Where's the hot?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's it, baby.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Good route here. Bravo.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Gun.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
Bandit. 51's to Mike.
Where's the hot?
Again, it's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slam, slam, slam.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, exit. Gun.
The mic, boy, 51. Stay with your man.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Calm the crouch. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Slam.
Gun.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Gun.
Get him.
What's that?
To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it'll be second and goal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Rhino.
Check 13. Check 13.
He's coming. Rhino. Gun.
Coming, double up. Hey.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
You go tank.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Check 32.
Fresno. Hey. Motion. Mike's 54.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw again on second down. Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hey. Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, wahoo!
Stafford looks to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Hey, give me radar.
Mike's 5'4".
Again, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike's 5'9".
Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. Got some real estate inside the 30. He'll get this one to Galladay. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 59. Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Rip right. Rip right.
Hey, motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
59, Mike. Check. 59.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him. 53. Ready. Slam.
They snap it to Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Check 43, 25, check 25, check 25.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10, 10. Ready, go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Check it out, read. Joker.
66. Bullet high. Yep. Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is Johnson. He's got it. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on now, come on, let's go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check pass. Check. Rock. Check. Hot. Check.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, dog. Watch the ship. Ready. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Back.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Deuce. Watch safety.
Set hot. Set go.
They run it again with Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Chopper.
Check.
Sam on.
Hey, watch edge.
Check. Crunch. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Yes.
2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Vikings, It's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.